I'm all about that bass, no trouble. I'm all about that bass, bass. Hey dinosaurs, so I'm sure you've heard about All About That Bass by Meghan Trainor or Anaconda by Nicki Minaj. They're both widely known as body love songs, but I consider them skinny shaming songs. And although they're catchy, and although there is not a lot of plus size appreciation out there, I don't think to appreciate a plus size body, you have to shame a size 0. I would like to just give a little heads up that I'm speaking from the perspective of a plus size woman, and I am not skinny, so I can't speak from the perspective of a skinny person. I don't personally feel offended by what she's saying because it doesn't apply to me, but I can see how it is offensive and how I have skinny friends who listen to the song and genuinely feel sad because she's saying that basically if you're not thick, you're not attractive. So I'm speaking from the perspective of a thick girl, so just keep that in mind when I'm talking. I might not sympathize completely, and I'm gonna really try because I think this is a conversation we need to have. So when you're leaving your comments down below, please just be as respectful as you possibly can because I'm trying to be as respectful as I can. So I love the song All About That Bass. It's so catchy, and it just has such an uplifting message for plus size girls like myself, but I also sort of hate the song too because even though it has these awesome messages about Photoshop in our media should just be stopped, it also has intertwined messages about thin women not meeting the now standards of beauty, and I think that's ridiculous. I'm going to take the lyrics from All About That Bass and try and demonstrate how they are skinny shaming and how skinny shaming is very prevalent in today's society. And I'm not saying that skinny shaming is worse than fat shaming or that they're even on the same level, but either way, fat shaming or skinny shaming is wrong. You can't control your body type, so you shouldn't be judged for it. Okay, before I start ranting, let me get into the lyrics. Yeah, it's pretty clear. I ain't no size 2, but I can shake it like I'm supposed to do. I got the boom boom that all the boys chase and all the right junk in all the right places. That basically is saying that women who are a size 2 and consider some women are naturally a size 2, those women are unwomanly and undesirable and unattractive because they don't have the curves in the right places that the boys chase. I'm sorry, but are you the body police? You're encouraging women who are thin to have low self-esteem and to look at themselves in the mirror and feel unattractive because they don't look like you, and you're encouraging them to have unhealthy eating habits because maybe those women who are naturally a size 2 and are eating healthy are going to change their diet so they can try and gain weight and start eating Twinkies and junk food and ruin their heart and not gain weight. It's not something a lot of people can control. It's hard to lose and gain weight. It's not some magic formula that you can easily accomplish. Oh, I'm this and I want to become this, so I'll do this. Sometimes you have a thyroid problem. Sometimes your metabolism's too fast. Sometimes you're just shit out of luck. I'm bringing booty back. Go ahead and tell them skinny bitches that. Nah, I'm just playing. I know you think you're fat, but I'm here to tell you every inch of you is perfect from the bottom to the top, unless you're a size 2. So let's take the first part of that and then we'll hit the second part. So Meghan is saying that go tell them skinny bitches that. Let's change the lyric a little bit. So, I'm bringing booty back, go tell them fat bitches that. Just because she says, nah, I'm just playing at the end, it doesn't take away the offensiveness of that statement. You can't generalize a body type, skinny or fat, regardless that they're some adjective. So, all skinny people are anorexic, all fat people are lazy, all skinny people are bitches, all fat people are slobs. Like, you don't know every fat person, you can't say that. You don't know every skinny person, you can't say that. You just shouldn't generalize. It's like stereotyping. And nah, I'm just playing does not clear up the fact that you just called skinny women bitches. Let's just say Sam Pepper touched a bunch of girls' butts and said it was a social experiment. Does that change it? No. Like those guys who go into black areas and they pretend they're like pulling out a gun and then they're like, oh, it's a prank. Does that change the offensiveness of what you just did? No. And the part where she says, I know you think you're fat, that implies that skinny women always think they're fat, basically insinuating skinny girls have eating disorders. So let's just take that in for a moment because not a lot of my friends caught that, and that's messed up. Yeah, my mama, she told me don't worry about your size. She says boys like a little more booty to hold a knife. So what that is saying is not only are thicker women, in Megan's opinion, more attractive than skinnier women, but also your self-worth should only be derived in other people finding you attractive. And I'm sorry, actually not sorry, your self-worth should be derived by you knowing that you are more important and you are better than just a shell on the outside. Your looks do not make up who you are as a person. Your interests, your hobbies, your talents, your knowledge, who you are is more important than your body. And yeah, I'm a fat girl. No air quotes. I'm a fat girl. I'm fat, okay? I have a stomach. I have big thighs. I have cellulite. I'm fat. But you know what? Let's take back the word fat because fat is literally fat. It's not an insult. It's a descriptor. Like you would say lean for someone who has no fat. Lean chicken. And I'm a fatty duck. Like, fat. It's just fat. It is what it is. It's not some disgusting, horrific insult that, oh, you called me fat, you will burn. It's fat. It is nothing wrong with being fat. And just take fat as a compliment. Or no, don't even take it as a compliment. Just take it as a descriptor. Like someone calling you outgoing, or someone calling you reserved, or someone calling you funny. You know, fat is a descriptor of your outside, not who you are. I am Blair, and Blair has fat, but I am not fat. Fat is not who I am as a person. And you need to learn how to separate those things, and it will help make you so much more confident as a plus size girl. Sorry, my light just went out. And you know what? Embracing the fact that you're lean will make you more confident as a thin girl, because I know that even though it's really hard for thick women, because you know what? Yeah, runways have thin girls and TV shows always hire thin girls, and in movies you're more likely to see a thin girl as a romantic lead and the fat girl as the funny friend. But you know what? Thin girls, and I'm talking about actually thin girls, not average girls, because there is a difference. Thin girls may have trouble finding clothing in their size. Thin girls eat a salad outside and get told, like, are you anorexic? Thin girls, it's allowed, you're socially acceptable to go up to a thin girl and be like, are you anorexic? Because you're caring about their health. But then if you go up to a fat person, you're like, do you want that double Big Mac? That's rude. Like, what are you doing? Inappropriate. Either one is rude. You commenting on what someone else is eating when it has nothing to do with you is rude. If you actually cared about their health, you wouldn't be assuming they're anorexic, or assuming they're obese, or assuming that they're fat, they're unhealthy, or assuming that they're skinny, they're malnourished. Don't assume. Ask a question, but mean help when you ask. Oh my gosh, my lights are just shutting off. Like, nothing is working in my favor, but I'm just gonna keep rolling. Be courteous and treat others how you want to be treated. This song body shames skinny girls, and if you're a thick girl and you know the struggle of being a thick girl, it's hard to be like skinny shaming. Oh, that's not a big deal. But it's not a big deal to you because you're used to being called fat, and being skinny is like literally a dream that I had for so long. But once you let go of that, once you're actually confident as a person, you don't need to rely on shaming someone else's body for you to feel confident. Just know you're awesome and you'll be confident. This is such a hard topic to talk about because I know some people don't believe skinny shaming exists, and I know a lot of people think fat shaming is worse than skinny shaming, and I believe they're equal. But I want to know your opinions, dinosaurs. So comment down below what you guys think about this song. Yes, it is super catchy, I will agree with you there, but it does have some fucked up messages. So comment down below what you guys think, give it a like if you guys agree with me, and subscribe to my channel to become a dinosaur. Bye, dinosaurs. Rawr!